Guys, good afternoon. Myself, MD Tariq Anwar. I am working as an assistant professor in Mechanical Engineering Department at St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurugram. So, today I am going to deliver a lecture of video lecture series, lecture number 14 on Unit 2 on the topic of related to fluid mechanics, that is momentum correction factor and kinetic energy correction factor, and some related problems which is very important for your exam points of view. So what is momentum correction factor? See this definition. It is defined as the ratio of momentum based on the actual velocity to the momentum based on the average velocity. Clear? Actual velocity to the momentum based on the average velocity. It is given as or denoted by beta. Beta is equal to P actual upon P average. Actual velocity upon average velocity. Here I have drawn a diagram, that is pipe diagram. Here I have taken a small thickness strip, that is dr, at a distance of r, which is having the velocity u. So actual momentum in this case will be m into v. We all know that momentum is given as mass into velocity, but p actual, for this case I have to integrate the total pipe distance or pipe diameter. I have taken a small strip here, so which is having velocity u. So a small area will be, in place of m we can write rho into volume. dA into u is nothing but volume. So rho into volume into, in place of v, u. U is the velocity for this case. So total or actual momentum for this case will be P actual is integral of rho u square into dA. Average momentum is given as m into v. So we can write rho average or P average, P average is rho AV into V, or finally rho AV square. So putting the value in this equation, that is in the beta, integral of rho u square into dA upon rho AV square. After cancelling rho, you will get the final answer as integral of u square dA upon AV square. This is the momentum correction factor. Now we will discuss kinetic energy correction factor. It is the ratio of kinetic energy based on actual velocity to the kinetic energy based on the average velocity. It is given as alpha or denoted by alpha is equal to kinetic energy actual, kinetic energy average. We all know that kinetic energy is given as half mv square and half mv into v. I am separating v into v. mv is nothing but p actual. So we can write half v into p actual. So putting the value of p actual in this equation, that is alpha is equal to integral of rho u square into dA into u by 2, because velocity is u, and in the expression average or kinetic energy average kinetic energy is rho v square into a into v by 2. So finally you will get the answer as integral of u cube dA upon av cube. Generally, directly objective questions are asked from this formula. Clear? Now we will solve one problem here. Find the momentum correction factor for laminar flow through circular pipe. क्या है, एक सर्कुलर पाइप से लैमिनार फ्लो टाइप से फ्लो हो रहा है, तो हमको क्या फाइंड आउट करना है, मोमेंटम करेक्शन फैक्टर. वी ऑल नो दैट बीटा इज इक्वल टू इंटीग्रल ऑफ यू स्क्वायर डी ए अपॉन ए वी स्क्वायर. सो दिस इज द पाइप, so area will be a is equal to pi r square and v is given as u max by 2. This is another equation which I'll explain in another lectures. So Here you have to remember this equation only. So putting the value in the equation, that is limit is 0 to r because pipe is varying from 0 to r. So u max क्या है, टॉप वेलोसिटी है, एवरेज वेलोसिटी क्या होगा, u max अपॉन 2. क्लियर. सो 0 टू r इंटीग्रल लिमिट क्या है, 0 टू r इंटू यू स्क्वायर डी है. So putting the value of u in this equation, that is u max in rectangular bracket 1 minus r square upon capital R square bracket close and total bracket or curly bracket whole square into 2 pi r dr. dA is nothing but 2 pi r dr. u का वैल्यू क्या है, u max इंटू 1 माइनस आर स्क्वायर अपॉन कैपिटल आर स्क्वायर का होल स्क्वायर. ये कहाँ से आया, दिस इज अनदर रिलेशन, आई विल एक्सप्लेन इन नेक्स्ट वीडियोस. सो आफ्टर सिंप्लीफाइंग दिस यू विल गेट, क्या किया इसमें नेक्स्ट केस में, ओपनिंग द ब्रैकेट और स्क्वायरिंग द होल टर्म. तो 1 माइनस आर स्क्वायर अपॉन कैपिटल आर स्क्वायर का क्या हो जाएगा, ए स्क्वायर प्लस बी स्क्वायर माइनस 2ab. क्लियर. यू मैक्स स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू यू मैक्स स्क्वायर इंटू 2 पाई आर डी आर. नेक्स्ट लाइन, सी द नेक्स्ट इक्वेशन, मल्टीप्लाइंग बाई आर. क्लियर. एंड 2 पाई को लेफ्ट साइड में लेंगे, कॉमन ले, टेकिंग कॉमन 2 पाई and multiplying by r the whole term, I will get r plus r raised to 5 and so on. So after solving and putting the limit, that is 0 to capital R, we will get the answer as integral of u square dA as pi u max square into r square upon 3. Clear. And a v square is nothing but a is pi r square or v is u max by 2, so squaring u max square upon 4. So we will get the answer as final momentum correction factor, that is beta is 4 by 3, that is equal to 1.33. Directly objective questions is asked from this answer, from this solution. So see the diagram here. Beta value for laminar flow is 1.33. You have to remember this type of data. And beta value or momentum correction factor for turbulent flow is 1.2. See the diagram on the right side. For laminar, there will be a velocity profile which is greater than turbulent. Clear. In case of alpha, that it is kinetic energy correction factor, laminar value is equal to 2 and turbulent is 1.33. So read this definition. The lower values of correction factor for turbulent flow, turbulent के लिए कितना है, 1.33 beta value. Clear. So indicate that the velocity distribution is more uniform compared to laminar flow. Clear. Because of continuous mixing of fluid particle in turbulent flow. Now we will solve some problem based on these concepts which I have already explained. So read the question first. For a steady flow, fully developed laminar flow of oil of a specific gravity small s through two pipes in series as shown in the figure, then find the ratio of H1 upon H2 of manometric fluid deflections considering frictional losses only in pipe. You have to solve this question. There are two pipes which are connected in series. What will be the deflection in first pipe, that is H1, and what will be the deflection in second pipe, that is H2. That is, it is equipped with manometer and you have to find H1 upon H2. So see the diagram here. two limbs or two manometric fluids are deflecting. There are two types, there are two pipes, sorry. So these are connected in series. There will be deflection in first pipe or first manometric fluid, that is H1, and next is pipe 2, that is deflection will be H2. So this is the another formula in terms of pressure value. So you have to remember now, that is given as P1 minus P2 is 32 mu V1 L1 is equal to D1 square. For 1, I am using 1 as a pipe 1. So after applying manometric principle, that is P1 by W plus H, because we are moving in downward direction, plus H1. Clear? See the diagram I will show to you, because P1 by W plus H plus H1, clear, minus, because we are moving in upward direction from using jumping of fluid technique. So H1 का वैल्यू क्या होगा, H1 into SM upon S, converting one liquid column into another liquid column, minus H is equal to P2 by W. So we will get the answer, P1 minus P2 upon W is equal to H1 into SM upon S minus 1 in the bracket itself. Here I used the term H1. In the last case I used X. तो ये कुछ भी हो सकता है, H1 ले लो, X ले लो, something whatever you can take, you can take. So P1 minus P2 is equal to W into H1 into bracket SM upon S minus 1. This is equation number 2. Similarly, we will get the answer as 32 mu V1 L1 upon D1 square is equal to P1 minus P2 का value. Putting the value of equation 2 in this equation, we will get WH1 in the bracket SM upon S minus 1. Clear? Similarly, this is equation number 4 for pipe 2. So dividing the equation 3 divided by 4, we will get the answer as H1 upon H2 into V1 L1 upon D1 square into D2 square V2 into L2. Again applying continuity equation, that is A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2, we will get the answer as V1 upon V2 in terms of D, that is D2 square upon D1 square. So putting the value here, we will get final answer as H1 upon H2 is equal to L1 upon L2 in the bracket D2 upon D1 का whole raised to 4. That is the answer for this question. Now that is very important, that is gate question. बहुत ज़्यादा important question है. Read this question carefully. An oil with density 900 kg per meter cube and kinematic viscosity, that is nu, it is read as nu. Nu is equal to 0.002 meter square per second, flows upwards through an inclined pipe as shown in the figure. Okay? This is the inclined pipe. See the diagram. The pressure at section 1 and 2 are P1 is equal to 35 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per meter square, and P2 is equal to 25 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per meter square. Assuming a steady laminar flow, verify that the flow is upward and find first one is head loss between 1 and 2, that is HL, discharge, that is Q, velocity, that is V, Reynolds number, that is RE. So see the diagram here. This is the pipe inclined 40 degree to the horizontal. Length of the pipe is given, that is L is equal to 10 meter. I am considering here Z1 is equal to datum line, so Z1 is equal to 0. Z2 will be 10 sin 40, applying sine rule. D is the 6 given in the question, diameter. So applying continuity equation, A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2, that is P1 is equal to V2 because A1 is equal to A2 is same. Now already explained different types of head, that is datum head, kinetic energy head, and pressure head and piezometric head. So we can write here P1 by W or P by W plus Z is nothing but piezometric head. So PH1 piezometric head at point 1 is given as P1 by W plus Z1. Z1 is equal to 0 because I am assuming Z1 is equal to datum line or datum. So the value of Z1 will be 0. So putting the value of pressure, that is P1 35 10 raised to 4 upon rho into G, that is 900 into 9.81, we will get the answer as pressure head or piezometric head 1 at point 1 is 39.64 meter. Now piezometric head at 2, similar is the procedure, so nothing to explain. So piezometric head at point 2 is 34.73 meter. That is piezometric head at 1 greater than piezometric head at point 2. So it means that it implies that flow is from 1 to 2. अगर piezometric head ज़्यादा है पॉइंट 1 पे, सो इसका मतलब फ्लो क्या हो रहा है फ्रॉम 1 to 2. Now next part, that is what will be the head loss in this question. So apply Bernoulli's equation between 1 and 2. So P1 by W plus Z1 is equal to P2 by W plus Z2 plus HL. Piezometric head value already known, that is 39.64 is equal to piezometric head at point 2, that is 34.73. So we will get the answer as head loss is equal to 4.9 meter. Now we will solve another term, that is head loss is given as by the formula FLV square upon 2GD, that is F the friction coefficient, friction factor. We all know that small f is given as 64 upon RE and RE is given as rho Vd upon mu. So putting the value in this equation, that is 64 rho Vd upon mu is equal to 64 into mu upon rho Vd. So putting the value in this equation, you will get HL is equal to LV square upon 2GD into 64 mu. The value of F is 64 mu upon rho Vd. So head loss value I will get as 32 nu V into L upon GD square. After solving or simplifying the term, we will get the answer as head loss is equal to 32 nu V into L upon GD square. So putting the value here, we will get the answer of V, that is velocity in the pipe. Clear? So HL value is 4.9, 32 as 32. Nu, what is nu? Nu is the kinematic viscosity, that is mu upon rho. Clear? So value is given in the question, that is 0.0002 into V. We have to find velocity, that is V, into length is given in the question, that is 10. G value is 9.81 and D value is 6 into 10 raised to minus 2 का whole square. So we will get the final answer as V is equal to 2.7 meter per second. Now Reynolds number or Reynolds value. RE is given as rho Vd upon mu. So we can write Vd upon mu upon rho. Rho को क्या कर रहे हैं, नीचे लेके जा रहे हैं, mu upon rho. So it will become Vd upon nu. So putting the value, we will get the answer as Re value is 810. Now discharge. We all know that discharge is given as area into velocity. So pi by 4 d square into v. After putting the value, we will get the answer as 7.63 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube per second. That is the volume flow rate or discharge through the pipe. Now we will solve another question related to last question. An upward flow of oil of density 800 kg per meter cube and viscosity is 0.8 Newton second per meter square, that is mu, takes place under laminar condition in an inclined pipe of 0.1 meter diameter as shown in the figure. The pressures at section 1 and 2 are 435 kN per meter square and P2 is 200 kN per meter square. Find first one the discharge in the pipe, second one if the fluid direction is reverse keeping the same discharge, and pressure at section 1 is maintained as 435 kilonewton per meter square. Find the pressure at section 2. See the next part. सेकंड पार्ट में क्या बोल रहा है कि हम रिवर्स कर दे रहे हैं प्रोसेस को, प्रेशर को P1 को हम क्या पुट कर रहे हैं 435. सो वी हैव टू फाइंड P2 इन दिस केस. सो सी द डायग्राम हेयर. This is the diagram again which I have already solved in the last question. This is inclined diagram, inclined pipe. Flow is flowing in upward direction. Here I have shown. So theta in this case is 35 degree. Length of the pipe is 5 meter, which I am considering here. Diameter is 0.1 meter. That is the pipe diameter. So Z2, Z1 considering at datum head or datum line. So Z2 will be 5 sin 45, applying sine rule. So applying Bernoulli's equation between 1 and 2, that is P1 by W plus Z1 plus V1 square upon 2G plus P2 by W plus V2 square upon 2G plus Z2 plus HL, head loss due to friction. So applying continuity equation, we will get V1 is equal to Vt because diameter of pipe is throughout the same. So finally we will get the value as P1 value is given 435 into 10 raised to 3 upon 800 into 9.81 plus Z1 is equal to 0 is equal to 200 into 10 raised to 3 upon 800 into 9.81 plus Z2 is 5 sin 45. So value find out by with the help of calculator plus HL. So we will get the HL value as 26.4 meter after solving this data. Now we all know that head loss is given as FLV square upon 2GD. Already explained, but F is equal to 64 upon RE is equal to 64 upon rho Vd upon mu is equal to 64 mu upon rho Vd. Putting the value in this equation, we will get HL value is known, that is 26.4 is equal to 32 mu into V L upon rho G D square, because here density is given and mu value is given, that is dynamic viscosity. So we will get the answer as V as 16.2 meter per second. Now we will solve another part which is very important for this question. Before that, I will solve volume flow rate. I will find out with the help of formula Q is equal to AV, that is pi by 4 d square into velocity. So discharge for this problem will be 0.127 meter cube per second. Now this is the very important part of this question, that is pressure P2 is to be found out, but pressure 1 is keeping 435. So here I am using Bernoulli's equation for finding out pressure P2 when the pressure 435 kilonewton per meter square is constant for 0.1. So applying Bernoulli's equation, we will get P2 by W plus V2 square upon 2G plus Z2 is equal to P1 by W plus V1 square upon 2G plus Z1 plus HL, because V1 is equal to V2. So the term V1 square upon 2G will be cancelled out. Z2 is known. So P2 upon 800 into 9.81 plus 5 sin 45 is equal to Z1 is 0. And here putting P1 value is 435. So what will be the answer of P2 after putting P1 as 435 kilonewton per meter square? So I am putting here 435 into 10 raised to 3 upon 800 into 9.81 plus head loss is 26.4, which I have already solved. So final answer will be, that is the value of P2 will be 614.44 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per meter square, or you can say 614.44 kilonewton per meter square after putting the value of pressure P1 as 435 kilonewton per meter square. So this is the last question of this lecture. So thank you guys. Okay, bye.